Ah. Hello. Hold on. Wow, look at that. It's a stream on top of stream. Let me move us over here. So you'll notice, hold on, let me turn down the music. So, ignore all the dead people. So, yeah, hi, hey. So as you can see, I've been working on some D&D stuff. Yeah, it's retirement. I was working on some D&D stuff before. I didn't clean it up beforehand, so you guys get to see the scraps of one of my tests. As you can see, Dorothea and Shez are currently on the ground, and all the enemies are dead. Wow. But it's not. It's not the entire purpose of today. So we're not gonna focus on just people who are dead. Who am I doing D&D with? Oh, this is just a personal project that I'm working on. That I hope to eventually do something with. But for now, this is a me just testing things and testing scenarios, trying to balance things. Blah 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 blah. Here, I can show you guys. Oh, well, I guess, hold on, I have the character sheets somewhere else, hold on. Un segundo. So, is this it? No, where is it? It's this one. So, we're just gonna real quick go over some stuff that I've done here. Let me see if I can center it. Page fit? No, that made it worse. Page width. Is that? No, it's still not fully there. Hold on. I can't make it move to the side. Hold on. Hold on. I'm good at this, I swear. Yes, right. So, there are a few things going into this. So, I'm basing some of this, I'm basing a good chunk of it, well, basing. I'm using, at least 1 or 2 supplements that are inspired on, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and other Fire Emblem stuff. But I've altered some things, and I might alter other things. But the main thing that I've been doing is, like, just recreating, like, the Three Houses cast, right? And I've been doing it at, like, level 1. I realized I didn't specify the subclass on Shez here. So, I'll go ahead and show off, like, the big supplement that I've been, looking at here. Fire Emblem Savers D&D. You know what? Actually, bringing up Cypher might have been a smart thing. I might need to look at Cypher. Hold on. Let me try to. Gosh, it's because my layers are all over the place. There we go. So, the Cypher Discord. I've never even touched Cypher. Cypher sounds interesting. It sounds like something I could get into. I'm just... I don't know. But, yeah, so... I basically just put in a bunch of this stuff for, like, what a normal character being made would look like. And... so, like, this is just an example. We're gonna get to actually, like, making stuff in a moment. I was like, hey, you know what would be really cool if we did Shez? Wait, hold on. Ah, shoot. Wait, did I not save it last time? No. Hold on. Let me check the Dorothea sheet. Did I save that at least? Did I save that properly? Because there were some slight adjustments from the last time I did this. Let's look at the Dory sheet. Okay, so the Dory sheet kept it. So, let me grab... I do not want to open Persona 3 Reload. Let me go ahead and grab some things. So, I don't remember if this is what I stuck with, but apparently whatever I put there didn't save. So, essentially with each of these characters that I've been like recreating, right? I've been using, for most of them, I've been using the standard array. Let me turn this down to teensy bit. It's a little out on land. So, for those unaware what standard array means, standard array is pretty much just like, how do I put it? Lurking. Hope I'm finishing. Yeah. Thanks for being here. Yeah. So essentially, there are a few different ways to get like your character stats, right? And most people go for rolling. Rolling is my favorite. I love it. It's great. But there are two other primary ones: standard array and point buy. Standard array being you're given 6 numbers, you know, so 1 for each stat, and you can put them wherever, right? And then point buy is, it has, oh gosh, essentially you're given a certain amount of points, and you can invest them into certain, you know, you can invest them into your stats. And yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of point buy personally, but I think I've used it before and it turned out okay, so. Teacher that hosts our D&D wants standard? Ooh, I'm so sorry. But for making these characters, most of them I stuck with standard array because I was like, well, you know, that's the most consistent way to like figure out like, you know, obviously if I made these into like full-fledged NPCs, I would change the stats at least a little bit. Well, probably. But it was more so to get like a balanced idea of like how I would arrange their stats, you know, what I would do and all that. And Shez, okay, Shez was an interesting one. I actually had a lot of fun working on Shez. So, we're trying to figure out Shez. So, let me fix this. If I can spell. So one of the big things that I'm doing with this, you know, obviously I'm recreating the characters, but one thing that I'm also doing is attaching personal skills. So what I've been doing is I've been taking personal skills from either 3 houses or 3 hopes, depending on like the significance of the skill or like, you know, which game they're from. You know, Shez is from 3 hopes, so I use one of the 3 hope skills. And the thing about 3 hopes is they give you multiple personals to work with. So there's a large variety for each character that we get to choose from, and that we can try and figure out something for. So Shez, I figured an easy one was Shadow Flash. So I tried figuring out hero skills. I did look into that a little bit as well. That is something else to consider. Got 2 6s for more reliable stat methods. Hey, look, rolling is fun. The thing, okay, a funny story. I don't know if I mentioned this on stream. My first ever D&D character, I rolled max Constitution. I was playing a dwarf, and so I got +2 con from that. This is back in high school, and I rolled 3 6s. So it's 18 + 2, so I had 20 con at level 1 or whatever. It was so good. It was so good. Good memories. Which, funnily enough, that I was playing a bard. So that was cool. Vile, I know. Anyway, so sort of figuring out where certain, what is this song? Oh, I see. Figuring out certain things and like how they would actually function is a little funky, So let's zoom in here so you guys get to. Well, if I could. Here, hold on. I have to expand the page again. That's the wrong one. Does this lo-fi have clips from Awakening Lucina apologizing to Crom? It's really unfortunate. Oh my gosh, do I have to like size this down? Hold on. I think I zoomed in too much, that's what the problem is. Okay, so. Yeah, it's fine. So Shez here has a skill that I think is really cool, right? Looked at 3 houses, and here, if I can bring it up. This is a website called fe3h.com. They also have a Warriors alternative website, and it has like most of the information you would ever need to know or ever want to know about 3 houses, about the game. And then there's the Hopes version, which is the same thing but for Hopes. And so this is a good place for if you ever want to like look up certain skills or abilities or classes or combat arts or supports or tea time dialogue, all that stuff. You've got this website. Now, where is it? The big thing that I used from here for this is unique abilities. Yes. So you'll notice, you know, this is where you got all like the unique abilities, so all the personals, right? So you've got like Dimitri's stuff and Geralt and Gatekeeper and Lainey. Now Gatekeeper, I would consider playing if I was in a D&D game. Gatekeeper is top tier. No, yeah. So these are like, you know, this is where I look at my stuff for like comparison things, right? I've actually. You're gonna have to bear with me for a second. Hold on. What is this? Oh, okay, sorry. There's another thing that was capturing. I was like, what is that? Give me 1 second so I can pull up a thing. Personals. There it is. That's the one. Thanks a bunch. Why is it logged in? That one? Oh well. Wonder how much it'll show. That's the wrong thing. Okay, cool. So, I've got a list that says every playable character's skills. Some skills appear in both 3 houses and Hopes, but might have a different name, but they're the same thing. But the name might be like 2 letters different, right? So yeah, we've got we've got all this. I've got it all listed out for the sake of sort of figuring out what would work best in a D&D sort of thing. Conquest of Birthright Soullock Iron Man. That sounds interesting. But yeah, so I've got like all this stuff listed out, and it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm gonna keep it a buck 50. It is a lot. But trying to figure it out. So some characters have obvious things that like I want to go for, that I would want to particularly pursue. But, and you know, obviously some things we might just change entirely, right? Because you can't easily convert to everything, and not all of these would make for interesting skills. So you kind of have to work with what you got. You kind of have to improvise. Speaking of improvising and working with what you have, I forgot that I have food. That has nothing to do with it, but I have food. Okay. Blah, blah. Okay. So, there are some characters who have abilities that I've already sort of like figured out. Dorothea, for instance, Songstress is the first one that I've actually tried adapting, and I think it's worked. I think it's turned out pretty okay. It's all very work in progress, considering I'm not a professional. Fun fact, no one is a professional D&D player or content creator. If they say they are, do not listen to them. No, I'm just kidding. Some people use the term professional. I would not ever use that term. Considering how often the game changes and how it's different for everyone, I don't think it's fair to call oneself a professional. Where was it? Which characters did I use? Ignore that. You guys get to see all that. Wow. Ches, Bernie, Flame, Dory. Right. Where is Bernadetta? There she is. So, some I've already sort of figured some things out for, but I'm considering trying to adapt their other skills. Bernie, for instance, for now, Persecution Complex has been the thing, but Personal Space also seems like it could be something really good. Which, speaking of, let me grab something real quick. Actually, you know what? Nah, yeah, let me grab something. Hold on. Trying to find... I don't know if there is a video that actually shows off everything. Forgot what it does in game. So the way Persecution Complex works in 3 houses is if Bernadetta has taken damage, she deals, I believe, an automatic +5 to whatever damage she deals. Let me see if I can find the character trailers, because that might actually be what shows the abilities in action. We're also going to add Gatekeeper to this, because we can. Golden Deer. There it is. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the music for a second. So... we're going to... oh wait, sorry. Let me see. Let me see what chat has been saying. Attack loses more than 3 HP. Deal 2 just like... gosh. Specific website recommend. I recommend Roll20. Roll20 is relatively easy to use. Like, yeah, okay. Roll20 might look a little complicated at first, but I promise, like, once you know what stuff is, it's so easy to use. Lets you manually put in things, which certain other websites make a hassle. D&D Beyond. And yeah. Roll20 is a good one. There's Foundry, but Foundry's a lot more, how do I put it? Foundry's a lot more intensive on like your computer. So I can't recommend it personally. But that's just me. Because I find most people who play D&D, surprisingly, don't have amazing computers. I know, it's crazy. Yeah, Roll20 is my number 1. I would recommend it. Typically, if you'd want to play like pre-made campaigns, you'd have to like buy the modules and all that. But you can just manually input stuff into Roll20. So like, if you have like the physical versions and you just want to copy and paste, like, you know, you just want to type out all that stuff, or just like only use Roll20 for like maps or something like that, you can just do that. You can always just search up the maps and stuff online. But anyway, yeah, I've used D&D Beyond before. I've used Foundry, I've used Roll20. Foundry's fine, but I think Roll20 is the easiest to work with. It also, like, I don't know. The thing is, Roll20 is very, I don't want to say it's very bare bones, but it's sort of, how do I put it? Something like Foundry has a lot more fancy looking features. Roll20 itself looks kind of basic, right? But that's the thing. Basic is sometimes good. In the case of D&D, Roll20 is top tier. They do lock certain features behind a paywall, but they're not features you need. They're features that I've like never used once. So, yeah. They're features I've never used in my, like, how long have I been playing D&D? Oh my gosh. It was since like 2018. In my like 7 years of D&D, I've never used some of the features. So, you can just use the free version of Roll20. That's what I would recommend. And it also lets you like draw maps. So if you just want to draw it, that works too. Favorite class, subclass? Personally, I'm a big monk and cleric person. Favorite monk subclass is Way of Mercy. Way of Mercy is Fire Emblem. And then favorite favorite cleric. Favorite cleric is probably Peace Domain. I like being a heal bot. Gosh. Shadow Blood Hunter money game. Money gang. We love cutting ours. No, we love blood spells. Mercy player? True! Fun fact, before Moira came out in Overwatch, I was a Mercy player. But I was also a Battle Mercy. I went kind of crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think I've played nearly every class. Like, as a player. As a DM, I use all the classes at varying points. But as a player, I think I've played at least every class once, except for, what is it called? I think Barbarian's the only one I technically haven't played properly, despite how much I enjoy Barbarian. Teach me junk. Gosh. Junkrat is okay. Blah. Junkrat's what I play whenever I just want easy kills and I want the dopamine. Medic and TF2 massive heal bot. Yeah. Funnily enough, I don't think I was ever a medic main like proper. I was like I think I was a sniper main for a while, an NG main, a spy main. Which that's very weird because I did like medic, but no. Anyway, I don't actually know what this shows. I think this just displays the warrior things. Like the warrior attacks or whatever. I don't think it actually shows like them using their class actions. I could be wrong though. I genuinely don't know. Um, you know, the easiest way to check, let's see what Dory does, and that'll sort of answer it.
This is my stage. Even the most beautiful rose has thorns.
Okay, I can't tell. Unfortunately, I can't just pull up 3 hopes on my Switch because I can't do that. But we don't need to see the ability to know how it works. So what we have this for. So the let's start with Edelgard. So I feel like the easiest one out of Edelgard's would be Solar Prominence, which quote unquote imbues attacks with fire. I feel like that's not like a hard one to figure out. But at that point it's kind of a question of like, do I want her to have that? Or do we want to lean to something that involves something closer to like what is it called? Imperial Lineage Plus, where if she waits, she gets extra res. Psychic Fire. It could easily be turned into, so the way that I've been doing personal abilities, I'm still figuring it out, but in this conceptual 3 houses campaign, right, every character can have a, you know, because obviously people would make like custom characters and all that, right? Every character would have a unique personal that the player would create, right? So it's kind of a process of figuring out like, so it's like I want to get something for like at least all of the students, for the sake of having something to compare to. At the very least, for the sake of having something to compare to, if the characters themselves wouldn't get used. So trying to figure that out is sort of the big thing here. Roll to seduce Rodrigue. Okay. I don't think a 5 does it. Here, I'll turn the music back on. Just realized I can just turn off. Roll20 also has some extensions that you can get. They're mainly just quality of life stuff. Yeah. I'm sure Foundry has some that can be used though, so I don't know. But let me pull up. I just realized I didn't pull up the thing that I was talking about. Hold on. Ba-da-ba-boom. So this is a supplement. This is a supplement made by Jackafang VO. What is this? No. Skipping that song. That's fine. So This is Index Guide to Saint Index Guide to Fodlan. I've drawn inspiration from things in this, and I straight up will use things from this probably. It adds, you know, subclasses, crest. It adds a way for crests to work, and I actually like how they did it. I think it actually was done pretty good. So, you know, classes, crests, races, backgrounds, feats. It adds some feats. It adds some spells. It even adds rules about dark magic, which I would probably expand upon personally. Released Fallout. Yeah, the what is it, like the 2d20 Fallout system? Yeah. There are plenty of systems I'd love to use one day, but I know I probably never will. Let's see. Big thing. This one has a bunch of stat blocks for enemies, right? And I think they did an okay job. I think these are fine. But I do like how they did it. I would probably scale back some of the numbers just because some of the things are a little strong. But works out pretty well. One thing I like the races they added. They give you the option of, if you want to be Byleth, if you want to be like Byleth, you can. Because Byleth's not just a basic human. Byleth's special. Byleth's built different. And they sort of talk about that a little bit. Have some rules about that. The backgrounds are pretty okay. They're pretty solid. My only thing about the backgrounds is a lot of them are based on, like, or rather, a lot of the, what is it? A lot of the, like, personality traits, ideals, bonds, flaws that they have, like, pre-made for this are based on, like, post-time skip. So they'll be like, I knew some of these academy students from before the war. Blah, 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 blah. And it's, like, mostly based around that. So, you know, you can't really, like, reliably use them if you're not doing a post-time skip thing. But, well, you know, you can't reliably use the personality traits and all that. You'd have to figure something out. But I do think it's a good baseline. I do think it's a good starting point. Anyway, because it was mentioned earlier, the idea of different types of humans. Yes, so this thing has, where is it? Classes, crests, there it is. So, first of all, I appreciate they did this. At the start of the race section, they talk about languages that are in the setting. You know, they obviously, like, made some stuff up, or, like, they changed some, like, things for it or whatever. But I like how they did it. Simplifies it a bit. Makes the languages more so regional than, like, species based, I guess. So, like, you know, you've got, like, basic stuff like Fodlan, which is, like, you know, their English pretty much. Old Fodlan, which is, like, closer to, like, you know, like Latin sort of deal, right? And then they've got other stuff, which they've got Nabatan, which is, like, Celestial and Draconic combined. And then you've got Duskin, Bridget, Almyron, Dagden, Morphin, String, you know, all that stuff. Then they have Primordial, which it's cool that they mention the spirits, the elementals of Bridget. That's one of my... I think that's one of the parts I'm most intrigued by about Bridget, is learning about those things. So it's pretty cool that they mentioned this. Alfar, honestly, don't know why they threw this in here. Might just be because of heroes. But, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. The Elvar one is the one that's like, what is this doing here? But it's a fun one. Also, I like how they're like, hey, if you're not an artist, you should pay an artist or just look on Google. Yeah, it's like they have like, you know, you've got your the base part of the human, and then you choose a subrace, which you get a feat no matter what, so that kind of makes human even stronger. Good setup for when you want fairy characters. Yeah, I think okay. Quick thing. I like a lot of what Heroes does. In terms of like the lore and like world building. I like the idea that despite fairies not really appearing in a mainline game, Heroes has acknowledged fairies as a thing that exist. Because I really like fairies. I think fairies are dope. So, yeah. So yeah, that sort of does open the pathway for if you want to be a fairy. Oh goodness, sorry. Yeah, so like you've got a Adrestian Empire, which, you know, you get a wizard cantrip. Wow. Then Fargus, resistance to psychic damage, an advantage against being frightened, and weapon proficiency. Wow. Lots of interesting stuff here. I think one thing, I'm not sure if this was intended, but the Lester one, they have this ranged expertise ability, which goes for, you know, it's a one-time use per like short rest. Whenever you make a ranged attack, you can get advantage. And it doesn't say ranged weapon or ranged spell attack, it's just ranged attack. So if you're a warlock with Eldritch Blast, you can get an advantage Eldritch Blast. That's really cool. Fargus supremacy, true. Yeah, like they've got a bunch of cool stuff here. I like some of it. I think some of it could probably use some work, but for the most part, I like it. Yeah, like even like Church of Ceres, you can get a cleric spell once per long rest. Like that's really cool. This is like, gosh, this is the sort of stuff that I really like for this thing. An Almiran Eldritch Blast. And then they even have one for Abyss. You see, like, oh, you can get Thieves' Tools and skills and stuff, and Dark Vision, because of course you do. And every now and then throughout this guide, throughout this supplement, they tell you how you could potentially build like a certain class, right? So it's like, hey, Dagden Mercenary, and then they note, yeah, one notable one would be Shamir. And they sort of give you a base idea of like how you could potentially play Shamir if you wanted to. And it's really cool. Yes, level 1 Guiding Bolt, true. Most friends not play FE. I know, it's rough, it's a rough world. Okay. So, you know, obviously, hey, if you haven't played through 3 Houses, you know, this is kind of a spoiler. But, you know, if you're here, I imagine you've played 3 Houses. Homunculus. This is a thing. Where can you find these holy scripts? I can hand out a link to Index Guide in just a moment. Look at this. You see this? See this? They even made it so that Byleth is to an extent playable, right? It's like you have to take a crest, but you don't get a downside. So the thing is, if you pick a crest, crests are optional upon character creation. You can choose to take one. But if you take one, you reduce your max HP by 1 point per level. So, in other words, you essentially treat your con modifier like it's 1 lower. So, if you have like, you know, I can pull up a character sheet. I can show you. So, right here. Okay, there we go. Right here we have Flame, Miss Flame, Miss Fish Girl. Lesser Nabatain. We'll get to that in a second. you'll notice, hey, she has a con of +0, but she's a cleric. So at level 1, she should have 8 HP, but you'll notice she has 7. That's because with this, the rules they made, if you take a crest, yeah, max HP reduced by 1 for each level. And typically it's a minor crest unless you get lucky, in which case it's a major crest, but you know, that's another thing. Is that my door? Oh, shoot. Look, poor Citri. I don't remember what he wants in 400 crest. No. That's right, I'm exposing all of Flayn's secrets. That's right, Lily's poise. Ooh. Oh, she's a dragon. Ooh. Yeah, so like, I like that they add in Agarthan. You've got Lesser Nabatean as well. Lesser Nabatean, this one is, I mean, you're essentially playing a Manakete. Shouldn't it not apply for Flame Ray setup considering they're real? They're like real. What do you mean by that? Oh, like full-blooded? Is that what you meant? Or did you mean something else? Please, enlighten me. Get it? Like the Enlightened One class in Fire Emblem 3 Houses that the main character of Battlefield. When isn't full-blooded, we know she could once transform. Yeah. So, the idea of Lesser Nabatean is, yeah, you're a dragon descendant, right? Or it could represent Nabateans who no longer transform. Which, this gives you a way of, like, being able to embrace some of the draconic things without turning into a full dragon. I think that's what the idea was. And like, once again, a thing to be reminded of, you don't even have, you know, you can have abilities but still like refuse to use them. What would be Rhea's race? Rhea would be, we'd probably have to like, I don't know if reverse engineer is the right word. We'd probably have to figure out what a full Nabatean would look like. Alternatively, you could just use the Lesser Nabatean thing for Rhea and then just buff some things, or like give her the ability to just turn into the Immaculate One. You've got different ways to go about it, I think. Immaculate One, beam! Just melted. Let me grab the page. Just so that I can let you guys look at it in your own time if you wish. Okay. This Reddit page. Wow, that is quite the link. This Reddit page shows the stuff. I have too many tabs, hold on. There you go. You can go to there to look at it. Fortress Knight to do. way to go 0 down. Hey, look. To do is a guy. He's quite the guy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like the way they did it. I'm gonna hug the immovable one. Gosh. Yeah, you've got like the backgrounds and all that. So like, we use Flame. So basically, I realize now that I'm actually not showing my thing. There we go. So basically, right. The supplement was made with just that in mind, being a supplement, which is really cool. So like, you don't have to use the backgrounds and whatnot that are in it. I think the basic idea for like making a character with this sort of thing is like, at least race-wise, language-wise, all that, you're gonna be using the stuff in the supplement, which I think is perfectly fine. I think there are maybe other races I would add to it as like optional picks, like more unique things, like, oh, maybe fairy. Like, I probably wouldn't use like the base D&D stuff. I'd probably make like custom stuff based off of the lore and stuff we have. To make like Fire Emblem inspired fairies, Fire Emblem inspired like giants, right? Fire Emblem inspired dwarves, you know, because it's you got like Mythovalir, you've got like whatever the giant place is called. Got all that. Let me actually see. What did they... Oh, that's interesting. They didn't actually do one for Morphus. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't remember what the, like, place they're from. I don't know what they call it in Fae. Because I know the stuff in Fae is, like, slightly different sometimes. Jotunheim? Is it Jotunheim in Fae? That might be it. It sounds right. You know what? Hold on. Let's go lore hunting. Let's go lore hunting. Also, can I just say, I have not been playing Fae recently, but can we just talk about Baldur for a second? Can we just talk about Baldur for a second? Like, hello? Like, look at her. Look at her. Look at that face. I love the colors, by the way. White and orange is one of my favorite color combos. Oh, there's the rich girl laugh. That's so good. Of drill hair. Yes. Anyway. Gosh. I kind of want to start playing Fae again just so I can literally see what these guys are about. Baldur's what you're named after. Slightly different, give you a jump scare. Oh, gotcha. That's funny. What is it? Wait, what? Why are they talking about? What is this? I know what Regalia Lost is. They were never in houses, right? Oh, wait, I don't think I've ever actually seen this art. What? They put Penny in Dragalia Lost? I know I wanted to play this game at some point. I just didn't. Dang, that's good art though. This is renewed. If more story sections are in. Gotcha. What's this? Hother. Oh, Hother is a character. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, my mind went to genealogy, I think. So it's like, wait a second, I know that name. Anyway. Yeah, so you know what? Let's try working on some races here. Let's just see. Hold on. Is this the right one? No. What? Okay. Alpha? No. Fairy tale folk. Is that it? No! Gosh darn. What are they called? That's Odin, by the way? Gotcha. On the Fallout reference? Oh. I suppose full methods. Loki trick Hother. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. I think that would be really cool if they went with, like, something like that. That would be pretty dope. I'm trying to find... This music is so intense. What are the fairies called? What? Well, at the very least they would have like. At the very least they'd have like the places they're from, right? And we can like compare their abilities and whatnot, like of the existing fairies. What is the place they're from called? I can't think of it. Is it Dream Realm? No. I can always search up Peony. Maybe that'll say. Losalfheimer. Okay. Thanks. That's a name. Is it forgotten? I had a dream because you're that immense focus. I feel like the wishes of those torturing childlike innocence. Right. Time when blah 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 blah. Okay. This doesn't actually give that much information on the race itself, but we can compare, and we can also just make stuff up if we want to. We can just go off of like what they do. What is this? Oh, that's right. I'm a big fan of Penny's design, by the way. Big fan. I like Penny. I like the fairies. I don't know. I like what they did with them. What is this? My gosh. Okay. Yeah, we could. Here, and this book is good. I imagine. They've kind of been like, I know they've been stepping it up, like with the art as time goes on, like going further and further into pretty cool stuff. I forgot she had a new year. That's right. Alfar, Dream Doer. Wait, so Alfar, nothing shows up. Okay. Oh, kind-hearted Ilsulfar. This is what they're called. Okay. We have a name. Ilsulfar. Okay, we're probably gonna not use that for the official race name, but you know, it's cool that we have it. Okay, and they're all about dreams. These aren't your standard fairy. These guys are about dreams. They're about dreams. They have their dance abilities, their sings, all that. Let's grab. I don't remember. Freyr? Yeah, Freyr's playable. Dolkalfer. Ooh, it might be a thing of like sub races. Dream Fae and Night Fae. Sun and Night Fairy. Do something like that. Let's see. Let's see. Let's grab Plumeria and Triandra. That's her name? Fantastic art. By the way, for the longest time, I did not understand her hair. I thought it was always like. Also, yeah, they have some in the index guide. They do some stuff. Frey and Freya are just actual gods. Gotcha. I never really understood Triandra's hair. I always thought it was really long, but it's not. It's kind of just shoulder. It's barely shoulder length. Like, it's above shoulder. So I had her hair, like, in my mind wrong for the longest time. Which, you know, is a little unfortunate. Wait, so there's also Dokal Famer. The Realm of Nightmares. Okay, wait, so there's the Realm of Nightmares. And then... and there's the Realm of, what, Dreams? Okay, so what we could do here, we could do just like one race with 2 sub races depending on where they're from. Alternatively, we could do 2 different races, but I feel like doing one is the easy way to go about it. So here, let's go back to this document. We're just gonna use this for the sake of using it. Okay. So working. Okay. Working name. Working name. Working name. So, out of curiosity, how does this address it? How does this address the idea of a fairy? It just calls him a fairy. Okay. I think just. This is just a me thing. I like fancy names. I know sometimes people can't read fancier stuff that's in like foreign languages and whatnot, but I like the fancy stuff. Sometimes to a fault. So kind of want to go with a fancy name, but I probably shouldn't. So I guess we just call them Alfar. Like Alfar is not bad. Alternatively, fairy. Like I like the way that you put it, Raph. I don't know how to do the I don't know how to do the A with the thing. So Alfar / I like the way that's spelled. Do we have the I-N? I like the way that this is spelled. I think it's an interesting spelling. Stammfair. Trunk fairy in German. Fair. It's just the old English. Horn fair. Fancy free. That do be fancy. Do be fancy. Name for the. Okay. So. Maybe don't bold in it. There we go. Okay. So racial traits. So let's go with a space for it. Let me size this up actually. It's a bit too big. Nah. Okay. So I think an easy one to start with. We can compare it to like other stuff. Well, actually, hold on. A curiosity. So what's interesting is they consider Lesser Nabatean here as human. They don't consider them draconic or like dragons, right? Or celestials or anything. That's interesting. I think for this we would probably want to put that they're a fae, right? I feel like creature type fae. I feel like that's a good way to do it. Alternatively, we could do the very wonky one where they're considered fae and humanoid. We'll put / humanoid for now. Honestly, let's change the title of the stream. Not 3 houses, we're just gonna say Fire Emblem conversions. Okay. So. Is there a place I can zoom in? Yes, okay. So. Fae humanoid, potentially. Speed. Realistically, 30 feet. And then I guess an easy like first trait would be working title, all 4 wings. In a flying speed equal to your movement speed. I believe that's the wording that is used. That's a basic one. They can fly. Your movement speed. Okay. I can't imagine fairies would be able to. I can't imagine they would be able to wear medium or heavy armor. Because that's just what the balancing prospect is. You cannot fly while wearing medium or heavy armor. For now, that's what we're gonna go with. We could change it. I was always sort of put off by the idea that a flyer can't use medium armor, but it's just me. I don't think I was always put off by it, but there are cases where I think it should be different. Okay, this is like basic. Now, we've got to think of what we would do for the for the race itself, I guess, you know, for a lot of the racial stuff. So what would be a part of the base? We could give them spells. We could say like, hey, we have like sleep, we get the sleep spell, you get Like, I don't know. We have options. I think it's fine. Depicting dresses, even panties, like barely wearing armor. Yeah, like that was my thought. It's like, yeah, like they don't really wear armor in it to begin with, so it's fine. It's fine. So I'm trying to think of like what would be a good idea for a base thing, because I feel like just giving a spell as part of the base race I think is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. We've kind of got to balance it around that at that point, right? I think the sleep spell is kind of like, you have to have that, right? So that could be based on sub race, or it could just be a base race thing of here. Just put ideas. Sleep spell. Invisibility. Magic and psychic resistance. Base defenses, okay. Psychic resistance. Okay. Let's see. I guess Frey doesn't really count. I guess we really... Oh, we have Mirabilis too, hold on. That's right. I think these are the only 4 fairies, right? Are there more than Peony, Plumeria, Triandra, and Mirabilis? Are there others? I still don't have Mirabilis. Like, I have the winter one, but I don't have like base Mirabilis. So Osulfur. Here, let's organize them like this. Do a call for. Okay. So, looking at all of them, just in their base, none of them really wear armor. Maybe use Kid Freya, but she's still... Yeah, I think Freya and Freya are just kind of going to have to sit to the side. So... put together Land of Dreams. Right, yeah, Freyr makes them into fairies. So, use them as deities for... I mean, could very well do that. The question is, like, to what extent would we want to include that sort of thing? I guess if you're including the fairies to begin with, an argument could be made about Freyr and Freya. Cultural ideas. Let's see. Let's see. The call fiber. Allergic falls asleep. This doesn't really tell anything. I don't know anything about Mirabilis actually. Oh, that's sad. Also, I am gonna take everything on this wiki with a grain of salt. Not because I think any of it's inaccurate, but sometimes they leave out information that another wiki would have, and so it's like, might not have everything here. So big thing, Flowers? Flowers, plant stuff is a common theme here. If we really wanted to, we could give them Druidcraft. We could give them Thorn Whip. We've got options. They could be able to manifest a weapon. So it could be a thing of like they can maybe manifest a spellcasting focus, or they can manifest a weapon. Something like that. I think that could be an interesting idea. Druidcraft. Thorn Whip. That is Throne Whip. Let's see. They've also got their dance slash sing. Well, actually, I think all of them just dance. I was gonna say slash sing, but I guess they just don't sing. They just dance. I forgot that she has 3 versions. I don't think it's unrealistic. Unrealistic. I don't think it's un would not be the start of the word here. I don't think it's ridiculous that they could potentially like conjure a weapon or something. I don't think it would be considered magical. Oh no, there it is. Sweet Dreams. Okay. Because I was like, I swear they get something. Dang, she's been going down in placement, huh? Rip Plumeria. She's 5'10". She's 5'10". The heck? Dancing Supremacy Sing is inferior. My gosh. Sorry, Azura. Despises those who succumb to dark desires. What do they mean by this? I never like read these things. I never read the notes. I never do the meet the heroes. Never really look at those, so. I guess to be fair, I also don't remember a lot about it. Oh, you're back? Welcome back. She hates perverts. Gotcha. Okay. Kind of curious. What are all their dances called? Frightful, whimsical, gentle, sweet. Okay. So they would all have some kind of ability related to dancing, right? So we could interpret that as just something as simple as, oh, give them a bard spell. Or we could make it something unique. Dance, something. Hard spell. No, hold on. I have like a blanket covering my legs just because it's like, it's chilly, but I don't need it anymore. I'm too warm. Oh. Alright, we're good. Okay. Also, how about both? One, of course, gotta choose. I mean, yeah. I mean, they're... we've got options. The thing is, I like a lot of these. Part of me wishes I could include like everything, but you know I can't. Oh, right. Also, with how D&D is and with how I do D&D, you know, obviously you can just do like custom racial ability score stuff. I will put one just for a base purpose to get a basic idea of like what the race, what their culture prioritizes, right? So I would argue +2 charisma, and then depending on like what their other thing is, so like I actually don't know what the other one would be. Maybe the other one's just for whatever. Based on the race. Okay. we can figure that out later. So creature type Fey or humanoid, we can figure that out. Speed 30 feet, Alpha wings. These though very basic. I'm trying to think. So common threads here. They all have their dance. Kind of curious. So I like the idea. I think Situ was the last one made. I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I like the idea of them being able to manifest weapons. I think that's a really cool idea. I don't know. Yeah, Rhea kind of just. Here, you know what? Let me, because I realize now these actually don't. These don't give us what we need. Okay. So, I like the psychic resistance. I like the idea of psychic or magic. With how they are, Realm of Dreams, I don't think psychic resistance is too far off the table. I think giving them resistance kind of helps weed out some stuff. So, what would we call this?
Check out this, John.
What? Oh. It's like, what? I guess we could just call it... Sure. This is cooler. There we go. Sorry, I was arguing with my brain. Of course. Unique enemy psychic is like super rare and most at least limited experience. Yeah. Psychic is pretty rare. It really depends on like the kind of campaign and stuff. Yeah. You gain resistance to psychic damage. I think as a race, they should have Okay, here's the thing. I think... I think I need to check D&D Beyond. Elf. So I do want to check this for just to see. Elf traits. Where is it? I think if they are humanoid, I think having Fey ancestry is a good idea. I think advantage on saving throws against being charmed and being unable to be put asleep is an interesting thought. Because like they give dreams. Why would they be able to put to sleep? Why would they be able to be put to sleep, right? Additionally, you have advantage on saving throws made against being charmed. And cannot be magically put to sleep. I think that makes sense. They always go so strong with the saxophone. They always go so strong with the saxophone. What the heck? Cannot be magically put asleep. Oh, and magic can't put you to sleep. I'll just copy paste this. It's a link. We can't have links in here. Actually, you have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. I think that's fair, right? As much as I like the saxophone, that's a lot. That's a lot. We do low Fire Emblem 4. Wait, why Johann Sebastian? It's so random. Oh wait, no, this is low Fire Emblem 4. Oh shoot. Hold on. We add this to queue. No. Yes. There we go. Okay. I guess it wouldn't be you gain, I guess it's you have. Once again, we will consult D&D Beyond for what they say. Forgot that they just changed it to species. It's so cool how they've started adding homebrew to it. Like Griffin Saddlebag, Illrigger. Cool stuff. Anyway, where was I? I was looking for a certain species. Nope, not the 2024 rules. Well, no. Not the 2024. Are these viewable? Do I have to buy this? I do. Boo. Well, I know there's one thing that's at least, I think, kind of free. Where is it? Where is it? No, no, no. Wrong, wrong, wrong. It's because I'm looking for wording. Here it is, Genasi. Where is it? You have resistance. It's not gain. You have resistance. Okay. Let's see if there's a flying race. Okay. Is it you have a flying speed? You have. Okay. Big semantics, whatever. Okay. Fair wings, fair resistance. Okay. Let's look real quick at how the dances work. I guess we would look at the base Gentle Dream, but Gentle Dream Plus might be the way to go. I'll compare them just to see. Oh wait, it says right here. Cool. What is the difference? Falling statuses. Neutralize penalties, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, the way the dream thing could work, we could make it a progressive thing, where it's like level 1 you have this, level 3 you have this, level 5 you have this. Or it could just be like like you don't get anything at level 1 or 5. You get we could treat it like Ozamar, where it's like level 3 you have blah 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 blah. I don't think that's a ridiculous notion. That's so crazy. I wish I got to play Dragalia Lost. There might still be a way to play it. Okay. So, just to be clear, using using Fey abilities as a reference, it's a little tricky just because Fey is all about numbers instead of like uniqueness. Instead of like fully unique abilities. So that's what I'm trying to balance here. It's like, how much do I want to go into the numbers thing? You know what? Since this is being made with this sort of thing in mind, let's just compare what they did with Nabatean, right? They gave a resistance, they gave a proficiency, dark vision. They gave them this thing. I guess that's not really a good thing to compare to, huh? Resistance, okay, this is better. Resistance to a common thing, advantage. Okay, so we have something like that. We have wings, which I guess counts for something. Okay. So yeah, I think there's at least room for like a base thing. We could have it be like they get the sleep spell. We could just give them the sleep spell. And then we could have the sub race give them. We could have it be like Ozamar with the sub race, where it's like the sub race specifically gives you a well, with Ozamar it's like a transformation. With this, it'd be less a transformation and more like just an ability to bestow upon someone. Let's see. So you put a deal psychic damage on battle rolls. Gosh. I think. Huh. Hum. Also, I like how this went from like how it went from like, oh yeah, we're gonna work on 3 houses stuff to we are actively working on making fairies a playable race. So we've kind of covered this already. I don't think invisibility was just like a fun idea. I don't think they would actually want invisibility, or rather, I don't think they would actually need it or have it per se. Thorn Whip, Druidcraft. I still like the idea of them being able to like manifest a weapon or an item. And my thought of that only really comes from like the weapons themselves, right? Because it's like Flower of Joy, and it's like, okay, it's technically a tome, so that could be like a funky spellcasting focus, right? And like most of them are tomes, right? But then you look at like Mirabilis, and it's like, oh, she's a flower sword. So like my train of thought is either these would be magical items or these would be things they could just summon, right? And it's a like, oh, you choose what you can summon like upon like making the character or whatever. It's like, look at that, that's dope. This is cool. You can't tell me a flowered sword isn't cool. We have to make the larger process of marking one weapon, manifestation one specific weapon. Yeah. So like, here. So like for that sort of concept, right? We'd say like, okay, say we have an Alfar fighter, right? The character is like, oh, I want. Wait, hold on. Working one weapon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like, it's like making manifestation once a week. Yeah. So it could be like. I guess treating it sort of like similarly to like Pact of the Blade wouldn't be the worst idea in terms of like you have to mark a weapon for it to be manifested. I don't think that's a bad idea actually. I think it's an interesting one. Like let's look at an Alfar fighter for example, right? Because like if we would want to make that like good enough so that like they could just do whatever, right? So okay, Alfar fighter. They want, let's say they want a, so they'd have like a flower long sword, right? So okay, cool. That's, you know, pretty basic. That's not too much. So okay, and okay, it's like that's like, this is just like showing like basic idea. So Alfar fighter, flower longsword that they can just summon, right? It's just normal longsword, but it's cool, right? And then say we have an Alfar bard. Maybe their manifestation instead of a weapon is an instrument, right? Maybe they make a flower lyre, right? Maybe like an Alfar wizard makes a flower spellbook, right? I feel like it. I don't know, I feel like there are ways to do it. It's just kind of figuring out how we would want it to work. Because it's like either they can manifest something or they're magic items. I feel like one of the two. One of the two. I don't know. It's kind of a toughie. For now, question mark. Third ability. Subraces. Brain melting? Yeah. For now, subraces. This would be... Oh gosh. I guess we could say... We could call them like Dream Alfar, Nightmare Alfar. I feel like there have got to be different words for nightmare, right? What are words that could be? I guess, you know, you could always do day, night, sun, dark, light, dark. I think light and dark is the easiest way to do it. So, once again, working title, working name. Light Alfar. Dark Alfar. German Nightmare, maybe. I think at the very least for working titles, these will work. I think these will work. Don't need that to be underlined. So what would they have? This is another big thing. So I think this is where the dance should come in. I think the dance should be tied to the subrace. So, like, what would we want the dance to do? That's the thing. What do we want the dance to do? Because we can't just have it be like a flat stat bonus. Ooh. I feel like there should be a little bit more to it than that. Like let's pull up all the dreams just to have them side by side. Dream, where is Plumeria? Lewd Dream. No, it's called Sweet Dream. Okay. Nearby allies get advantage on saving throws. Could be. Oh, that's interesting. Why isn't Frightful this wiki? I tell you what. Okay. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't even have Frightful Dream Plus. come on, fireemblem.fandom.com. Joyful Ballet, Hazing 3-step. That's interesting. I think for now, we at the very least just look at what these actually do. I don't think we need to look at the... We can look at the plus variants as well, except for Frightful Dream, because they don't have it on this You know, I could just go to the Fae website. Hold on. Fae Heroes. This might just be better. Oh yeah! Look at that. Wait, we have Emblem Lyn now? Wait, we got Colin? We got Colin? I didn't know that. I knew we got some of the genealogy folks. Didn't realize we got Colin. That's cool. Such a random character. Colin's just such a random dude. I'm happy Dew's finally in the game. They made Madeir look a lot more, how do I put this, manly? A lot more masculine is probably the way to put it than I thought he would look, but, you know, sure. Let me look at Emblem Lyn real quick. Sorry, this is, I have to. Yo, that's dope. That's cool. I'll figure it out one way or another. We have... Sorry, don't need to get distracted on this. Triandra. There we go. This one. Skills. Okay. Oh wait, that's interesting. Does this say that? Does this say all that? Does this mention like guard and all that? Oh, it does. Okay. Guess we could just use these instead of having to use all the Wikipedia pages. Okay. So, I mean, it's still a wiki, but you know, using all of these ones. Okay. Okay. Guard and Discord. What is guard? Cooldown -1 per attack during combat. Inflict, blah blah blah, minus. Okay. I don't think we can properly look at the abilities themselves for inspiration. I think we're gonna have to just make some stuff up. Sorry, stretching. Sorry, I'm going to consume a fruit and grain cereal bar. Lovely. You know, I said that. I can't get it open. I'm not gonna bother. I feel like this is just a tricky race to try and work with. This is the big tricky part. I think it's just because like there are so many options. And the dance part's weird. Let's see. Nearby ally advantage on saving throws. We could potentially do we could potentially do like maybe they grant allies like maybe they grant allies the ability to do more damage, the ability to take less damage. Maybe it heals allies depending on which one it is. I don't know. I think part of it is also having like a bunch of different types of the dance makes it kind of harder to get something like set. Like overall, positive dance, negative dance. That's base idea, right? Light dance, dark dance. Okay. Light dance, dark dance. So I think let's do another thing here. So light dance ideas, dark dance ideas. So, do we slightly differentiate dances for classes? Offensive classes get self-support. That's an interesting thought. We could have it be like... Oh, gosh. So, here's a thing. We could go versatile with it. And make it so that it has like 2 or 3 options with each dance, and each time you use the dance you just pick which benefit is given. We could have it be like specifically like if target is spellcaster, X happens. If target is not a spellcaster, Y happens. It could have things like if target is, you know, if target is healed, they heal more, or if they're I don't know, it's funky. Similar to Bard, but each class is a different effect. Maybe. I guess we could just pile these together into dance ideas instead of having them separate. Different per class. With advantage on offensive spells, cleric advantage on concentrators, and word of inspiration. That's an interesting idea for sure. I'm just trying to think like, for a race, is that too complex? Because I personally don't mind a race being complex, but I know some people, if there are too many words, they're like, think there's a place for complex races. Make the game more complex, we need something similar but less complex. They're near as bad as Wizard Spellists. Whirling options. Well, yeah. Maybe, maybe. Herm. Okay. Okay. I know. I don't remember what it's from. I'd have to find the source material. There is one. I've seen someone do. It's more so just flavor. More people usually know what class are. I mean, I don't know. Some people pick race before class, but I'm not. I think. Okay, I've seen at least one like subclass do something similar to this idea of like, oh, it has different things for each like class or whatever. So it's like, oh, for this subclass, you can select like fighter and it'll give these bonuses. You can select bard and it'll give these bonuses. You can select cleric and it gives these bonuses. So it's not like unheard of. It's I don't know. Part of it's also if we want bonuses to be general or specific. I don't think it has to be too complicated. Let's see. So, okay. Let's read from the top. So, all fire. They're humanoid, 30 feet, they have wings. Okay. Fear resistance to fight, psychic damage. Wow. Advantage on saving throws against being charmed, can't be magically put to sleep. Probably some kind of third general ability. Could be the sleep spell, could be something else. Now, we could think a little outside the box here. And it could be... No, never mind. I was gonna say, like, it could be like a modified sleep spell that does different things, but I don't quite know how that would work. Also, I like how the jump from Sweet Dreams to Sweet Dreams Plus is so much text. What is Hexblade? Damage using lower defense or res? Misty Step? Maybe. Okay. What we know for sure, right? What we know for sure. The what we're calling it for now, the light dance is supportive. The dark dance is offensive. Like, not necessarily like means, oh, it does damage, or oh, it heals, but like, I guess a better way to put it is, one buffs, the other debuffs, right? At their like base concepts, one is positive, the other is negative. So, we could do something similar to like the Bane and Bless spells. It's like the Bane spell, you know, it makes an enemy subtract a d4 from their rolls. Bless spell makes them add a d4. So it could be similar to that. We could make it a modified version of the Bless and Bane spells, to where it does slightly different things. This one's kind of just tough. I think, okay. We're kind of at a roadblock here, just because this one's kind of rough. We'll get back to the Alpha. We'll get back to Alpha. Race ideas. Let's look at other. Let's come up with other, like, let's think of other things that could be turned into races from like Fae, right? It's like Fae, my dearest, Fae, my dearest. Fae. Wiki. So what are races that are interesting that we could take from heroes? Because every book is in a different setting with different stuff. Jotun, Niflheim, Muspelheim, humans. You see, yeah, I was considering something like we could do something like that, because like that's something that wouldn't be too hard. Jotun, Muspelheim / Niflheim, humans. Parentheses, question mark. Jello people. The Jello people. Oh my gosh. The undead Jello people. The question mark is next to humans because, you know, I don't know. Is Fjorm really a human? Is Fjorm a human? I don't know. What else is there? I literally had the thing pulled up. You guys, I don't think you guys can see it. I have so many tabs pulled up. Like, so many. Let's see. Moonspell. That. Book 4 is the fairies. Book 5 is... Wow, book 5 was Nita Valier? Oh, wow. That makes me feel old. I don't know why. That makes me feel so old. Ah, jeez. Okay. Veneer, half veneer, something similar to that, maybe. I forgot what the people of Nita Valier are called. I don't think they're okay. They're called Dvergar, I guess. Young Dvergar, but wait, they're not considered Dvergar, are they? Odor's not a Dvergar, right? Is Odor a Dvergar? Biological. He is a Dvergar. Says they're short, he's 5'9". That's not short at all. That's slightly higher than average male height. What the heck? I forget, is it Regan actually a Dvergar? I don't think. Hello? That is such cool art. She looks like Mei Hatsume. I like that a lot. She is, okay. Short. Fenrir. Oh, Fenrir is the one who's okay. Their only adversary who are like 6 months. Ah, gotcha. Okay, we could add Vergar to the list. Potential. By the way, can I just say, Regan is like top tier OC design for Faye. I think Regan, I don't know if I would call Regan peak Faye OC design, but Regan is up there for sure. We could bring Veneer into this. Following is Valier. It's about Asker, so it doesn't really tell us much. Vanaheim. I believe that's the one that has the veneer. Book 8 is where we get like Tosker and all that. Don't know if we could really do anything with that. Book 9. What is, let's see what rune is. What is rune? Aesir. Interesting. Don't know if we could really do something with Aesir, but keep it in mind. What is it? What is Ratatosker considered? Divine Beast. I am the Divine Dragon. Alright, interesting thought. I feel like Divine Beast is just a different way to say shifter, though. So, don't know if that would be necessary. Rune could be Odin. That's an interesting thought. I don't really know anything about Rune. All I know is he's a little goober. Look at him. Look at that smile. I didn't realize he was smiling. I thought he was... Thought he had a sad expression. I like this. Ooh. Hand. Look at that goober. That's Ash Ketchum right there. We know enough to form a theory? Really? However, response. Fleeced Midgard and Asker. Protection. Repel Thor and Loki. Von Trin and Anna take Rune to one of Asker's passions for refuge. Boy who fled from Asgard. Celestial realm. Mysterious power. You can decipher writings that depict the beginning of creation. Source of wisdom. I mean, if his title is Source of Wisdom, then that I feel like that could be a good hint towards either a Mimir figure or an Odin figure. Just a body part. The divine tablets. Some connection to Odin. Found inside the palace. Oh, maybe. I think I'm being Odin's not too far-fetched. Is Oathor of Creation. Norse mythology, Oathor is a god associated with Freya, Freya's husband, also his father. His counterpart of Odin. Could be Odin, could be the anti-Odin. My mind went to Mimir because of Source of Wisdom. But Source of Wisdom also could relate to Odin very easily. Do we have someone named Mimir? No, we don't. Lord of Odin is maybe it's childlike wonder. Could be, because like if you look at the mythology, if you look at like Norse mythology, Odin sacrificed. What was it? He sacrificed himself to gain knowledge. That's what he did, because that makes sense apparently. Odin sacrificed himself to himself, so it very well could have been sacrificing a part of himself to gain knowledge. So now there are just two of them. I don't know. From Yggdrasil for 3 days. Yeah. Oh, all the stretches in the world. Yeah. I mean, I could see this goober being Odin. I mean, don't even get me started on the Sather situation. What is Sather Veneer? Yeah. Well, Veneer deities, I guess if we even did a Veneer race, it'd probably be closer to like just an Azamar straight up. Oh, I forgot it was Valeria Rodriguez. Yo, let's go. I play Overwatch, so I recognize the name Valeria Rodriguez. My gosh. Maybe I'll play Overwatch later. Maybe that's what I'll do. NB seem to be below gods. Yeah. I don't remember when this was, but like a while back, they for 5th edition, not 5th edition. I don't remember if it was intended for 5e or if it was just like a random thing, but Wizards released I think it was an Unearthed Arcana or something, or like playtest material that had like a celestial sort of race, but you could like pick and choose certain things, and it was like animalistic, if I recall. So realistically, that's probably how the Veneer and Divine Beasts would go. Just Asmar and then those other weird celestial animal things. I don't know. Could be different though. Well, I mean, you look at the Divine Beasts, they're called the Healing Hands. They are called the Healing Hands. This whole gosh, the whole Sather Golvaig thing It's all a fever dream. Gosh. I noticed my music stopped. Why is that? There we go. There we go. There are better places to nap than on the floor, than on the ground. I don't remember what the line is. Better places to sleep than on the ground. I don't even know who Hathor is. I don't know who this character is. Like, I know who she is, but I don't know what role she played. Golveg, mother. Sather, older stepsister. But what? You know, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. She's okay. Hathor is our daughter. It's so weird. Kind of curious. Did Valeria Rodriguez voice all of them? No, Alice Himura is Golveg. Oh my gosh, Kvasir is Valeria. See, now I've got to know. Sather is Valeria. Hathor is Alice. Hathor, Sather, Golveg, Kvasir. My mind is melting. Let's not focus on that. Okay. I think. Thing is, I would want to consider things that I would actually like. Well, these don't have to be like things that I would 100% use. These could also just kind of for fun. Jotun probably wouldn't be too difficult, I imagine. Muspelheim Niflheim humans, that sounds relatively simple. You could probably just give them a resistance and then like a spell. Undead Jello people, that one could have something to it. Dvergar, I think that could have something to it as well. Veneer, Acer, is Acer not just like a person? Since like Fire Ice and stuff, yeah. What is this mix? I'm trying to figure out what it's saying, but let's see. Let's see. I think out of these, okay, I guess something to consider. Let's look at the Dvergar for a second. So I forgot that Nidavellir actually shows up. So sorry. Are their whole race is like all about like technological advancement, right? Like they've all got like their weird, I don't even know what you would call it. I guess it's steampunk. So their whole culture has the steampunk thing. So Dvergar could easily have something adjacent, not adjacent, akin to like an artificer. Potentially have something there. Curiosity has the best of me. I've gotta know. I don't know why I couldn't remember her name was Atri. My mind was going to like Merlin. I don't think it was. So she's also. That's interesting. Dvergar, 1,000+ years old, huh? I guess that's another thing, considering how old they can live to. I guess we don't know. Free to Blick. Create her. First wave. This game. This game. Fae is such a game. It's not even just Fae, it's also Fire Emblem as a whole. You could take down the enemies, but then the game will be like, oh, we can't hold them off. There are too many of them. Despite the fact we just took out their general. Utter Fafnir reveals. That is Alliance. Zenith. What? Where that is upset with Conquest. Conquest? Does his dragon form? His dragon form doesn't have we don't have that yet. Wait, we don't even have base. The heck? What the heck, IS? Why don't we have base? I don't know. I feel like there's some stuff that we could do there. I just don't know how to do it. Let's see. Where are they? Oh my gosh, I don't remember their name. Thrasier? Is that Thrasier? Is that the yes, okay. Miss Gelatin. Could have sworn we had a second Thrasier. Unless it's considered to be leaf. Or lif, I guess. What's this? Honor of the Aether Keep. What? Wait, it was racing. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot that they I forgot that they included they just include the just random Fire Emblem characters. I was like, who's racing? I swear they can't be talking about the Heron. It's like, no, he's just here. Dual unit, yeah. It's weird that they don't have it here. Maybe it's in the gallery. Okay, they have the gallery, but they don't have the whatever. Realistically, I mean, we could probably slap together the Misblime Niflheim ones like in like a second.
I am so happy.
Wait, do they call them Muspel and Niflheim or Muspel and Niflheimer? Oh, it's just Muspel and Niffle. They don't have the Haim. Muspel Flame. The Rite of Flames. Fire Emblem. I guess it'd actually just be Muspel and then just Niffle, I guess. Well, actually, we could always check. Wait, what are they considered? Is Surtur considered a human? Sure. 7'1" human, my favorite. Ilgir? Is Ilgir a human? Yes. Human, parentheses, Muspel? Muspel? No, I'm not sure. No. So, assuming we go with the base idea of the, what is it called? The thing. Assuming we go with the, just human of average shape and personality. So I'm gonna go with the like Indec idea of a human. Then we would choose a secondary ability score thing. So Racial bonus. I'm not sure. I feel like this one's an easy con, +1 con. This one, I don't know. Probably strength, because they're all fire-based. Ilgir offers to heal. Wait, Ilgir is a healer? The heck? Who's Fergal? Who's Fergal? Okay, right. Forgot that Niffle's a person. Right, but it's a dragon. Gosh, Fire Emblem's so weird. They consider anything a dragon. They consider anything a dragon. Okay. Should be a divine beast, which is normal gods. It's so weird. It's so weird. They're so inconsistent. They're so inconsistent. It's so weird. I say this all the time. I just now said I say this all the time. It's not true. Don't say this all the time. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I thought her appearance would change at 5-star. I don't. Naive youngest princess Neville. I feel like I just misremembered entirely what Ilgir did. Like, for some reason I thought she was like evil, and I don't know why. Oh, no, it's right here. Chapter 12 revealed that Ilgir was following them was the traitor. Oh, being Loki, I see. So I was like, reading this, I don't see anything. And then I just didn't see that. Well, I'm now realizing I also didn't even pull up a thing. We don't need municipal. We need, like, I don't know, Levitain, sure. I mean, realistically, strength, I guess, would be it for Moose Spell. I have so many tabs open. Where isn't, so realistically, not gonna get these things. So realistically, resistance. So I guess this would just be like. Spell, I don't know. I guess we just call it Moose Spell Resistance. Sure. You have resistance to fire damage. Perfect. Then Niffle resistance. You have resistance to cold damage. we could just give them spells. We could just be like, hey, they have burning hands. Could be like, hey, they deal extra fire cold damage when they hit someone with an attack or a spell. I mean, it could really just be that basic. Like, these are easier ones. You could just do like fire affinity, call it ice affinity, and then it could just be like, oh, ooh, actually, hold on, I thought of something that's even cooler. We're gonna yoink this. I actually... So I like U resistance to fire damage for fire affinity. What if... Made some changes here. That's the basic thing. And then new name, Flames of Moosepell. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Sure. I guess. So it could just be ice affinity. And this could be something of Niffle. I don't know what you would call it for that. It's like Flames of Moosepell. Something of Niffle. I forgot that Veronica was even in this chapter. Rain's killing me with this migraine. Alright, yeah. Don't worry about it. You gotta take care of yourself. Have a good one, Rav. Have a good one. So... Megan Lee, huh? Where do I know her from? Yoga instructor. Okay. Cool. Ah, she's Nurse Joy. That's what it is. When we begin broadcasting on April Fools, that's hilarious. I can't remember. Wait, how old is she? Like I'm not gonna get my answer. Okay, maybe it's a different Megan Lee, because that sent me to a different one. No, it's this one. She's a My Animela? Or she is the My Animela. This is Yune? Sigrun, Ilgir, and Yune. That's so interesting. yoga instructor. That's crazy. IMD, surely the IMDb will say. So sometimes I get caught in like little things like the. Wait, was she 0? Sorry, hold on. See, now I'm stuck in this. Now I'm stuck in this. This is how it's gonna go. She's also Queen Ev. That's interesting. Wait. This is important now. She's 0 from Drakengard 3. No, she's 5. Okay, I thought she was 0. Is 5 the one who I think is cool? No, 5 is not the one I think is cool. That's interesting. Born in 1968. Gosh. So, 20, 40... 1757. Dang, okay. I swear, some people age like fine wine. Sorry, I got distracted. Flames of Misspell, Shards of Niffle, maybe? Frost of Niffle, Cold of Niffle. I don't know. Flames of Moospell, Frost of Niffle. I think that's fine. Now we could actually do something cool, or it could just be, yeah, you get a spell. Or yeah, you do extra cold or fire damage. We'll just say it's like, when you deal damage with an attack or spell, you can deal an additional 1d6 fire damage. It could just be that. And it would be this ability can be used proficiency bonus times per long rest, because I'm not typing it the way that Wizards does because it is too needlessly long. Ability can be used proficiency bonus times per long rest. Perfect. Instead of an amount of times equal to our proficiency bonus per long rest. Great. Sure, why not? I think that's fine. Whoa. Honestly, how long have we been going? We've been going for nearly 3 hours. I didn't get as much sleep as I should have. So I'm kind of tired. much progress did we actually make? We actually didn't really work on like anything. Like anything regarding like what I was at first gonna do. Which is really funny. We got stuck on the Alzheimer thing and all that for a while. Right, I still have this open. My gosh. Right, I guess I've got this. I guess I could be like we could do like a funny little encounter here using the gals, but I don't know about that. I don't know. Realistically, we're probably fine. Let me close some things. Too much open. Oh, right. Share. Copy. Gonna edit the description if I can. Music used. Listing everything, I'll just do low Fire Emblem 4, low Fire Emblem 3, because otherwise I'd have to list like 100 songs. I think this is low Fire 3. This might be low Fire 2. It's low Fire 2? Hold on. Fire Emblem 4. Fire Emblem 2. That's low Fire Emblem 3. Is this low Fire Emblem 1? I think this is low Fire Emblem 1. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, all this is complicated stuff that we can figure out later. It's been nearly 3 hours. I think that's a good amount of time. I was considering today just being a more chill day anyway, so kind of works out. Kind of works out. I think, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh, not really too much to say. I might stream tomorrow. We'll see. It depends on how tired I am. I've just been real tired lately, so it's been kinda hard to motivate myself to do stuff, but that is okay. Yeah. But that is okay. I pushed through. I streamed today. Wow. Yeah, I've just had D&D on the brain a lot. A lot. Which is funny. I didn't intend for this to be fully just Fire Emblem. I intended to, at the beginning, like, first work on, like, a monster stat block. And then I just got... Then I just got distracted. So this is where we ended up. But... yeah... Let's look over real quick. What did we do? We worked on Alfar. I guess it'd be Alfar. Worked on Alfar. We're figuring that out. We've got ideas. We brainstormed. We've got Muspel and Niffle, which these are very basic. We could probably change them a little bit to make them more unique, but for now, that's what they would be. Alternatively, if we just did spells, then it would probably be like Burning Hands for Muspel, and then Armor of Agathis for Niffle. Yeah. What to say? I did have fun with this. Might do more chill streams like this in the future, where I just vibe and work on whatever. The audience collaboration sort of thing is very fun. I had a good time with it. But I do be tired. With the intermission screen. Okay. Yeah. Let me real quick. Where's the thing I'm looking for? Well, let me real quick close a bunch of stuff. Ugh. So many things open. Too many. I am going to proceed to bookmark every single Heroes wiki or even Fire Emblem wiki page that I have opened at the moment, because I'm very much so someone who knows what they're doing, of course. Closing a bunch of the stuff so that I can not worry about my computer caving in on itself. There we go, that helps a lot. Alright, wow. I be a tired VTuber, I guess. Guess that's the way to put it. Wow, thanks YouTube. Happy 3rd anniversary on YouTube. Wow, thanks. I accidentally opened Spotify. No! Okay. Well, I mean, there's not really much else to say. Can you post here? What? I mean, I don't know what you would try to post. Okay. I see. I see. Okay. Well, let me. Okay. Well, let's see. That was it. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, today was an interesting stream. Yeah, I'm gonna head out though. Y'all have a good one. I'm probably gonna sleep. Goodbye. Au revoir, ciao, arrivederci, auf Wiedersehen. Buenas tardes, buenos días, buenas tardes, buongiorno, bienvenido, means welcome. Annyeong, changman, seichen. Take care of yourselves. That is all. Goodbye. Bye.